All right, g'day, hi, and welcome. So, it's a lovely Easter Sunday, so hopefully everybody's having a good Easter and whatever. And I thought I'd make some videos. I've loaded my silver pellet up here with pop bottles, the last of the pop bottles. I've made over $200 in pop bottles in the past year. That's crazy. But anyway, estimating a job. This is one of those things where guys can make stupid amounts of money, or break even, or bust. Most people bust because they never charge enough. Whenever I see guys make, and you'll know tons of guys like this, where they always undercut everybody because they're afraid to charge what it cost. And because they're afraid to lose the client. I'm more afraid to lose money than I am to lose a client. Let that client go through about 4 or 5 other guys that underbidded and cost them more, rather than overcharge a little bit. Yes, you heard me say it, overcharge a little bit, and if you can cut them some slack, do that. So let's say you had a tree job like this, okay? Right away, a professional tree job guy comes in, he looks at, yeah, it'd be 10 grand, 12 grand. Well, how come it's 10, 12 grand? Just 10 or 12 grand. And he'll tell you why it's 10 or 12 grand. You know, well, it's close to the house, it's close to the shed, it's leaning back this way, blah, blah, blah. And there's a whole, I won't get into all of it, but he knows that, he could probably cut the thing down for $2,000, right? And have it all squared away and all that, if everything goes absolutely perfect. But Murphy doesn't work like that, does he? So what's more likely to happen is he's probably going to play it safe and say, I'm going to get a crane guy or an arborist. He's going to climb. The arborist is $90 an hour, $100 an hour, whatever he is. Okay, so maybe you're not an arborist. I'm not an arborist. I'm more like a falling guy. Where I'd fall a tree. So for a tree like this, like I'll probably, if this tree ever dies, I'll be the one climbing up, cutting it off, but it's our tree. But if this was say a client, not my house, I wouldn't even touch this tree. I would be like, nope, I'm not set up for it. You're going to need a guy with a basket, or you're going to need the arborist to climb it and take it down in pieces, right? And without hitting the house and stuff like that. So I'm not set up for that. So I'm just gonna walk away from that job. That's my first estimate, is whether I should take the job or not. Now let's say I got the guy said, yeah, well, we'll get you whatever you need, and then you start pricing things out and whatever, and you don't do it on the spot, but you give them an idea on the spot that, okay, well, I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures, I'm going to look at it, and a tree this size is easy going to probably be $8,000 to $12,000. If it's standing in the middle of nowhere, you can cut it down for $60 an hour or $100 an hour. Like if the house was another, 50 feet that way, and that was another 50 feet that way, and there was nothing for it to hit, and it was like right where it is. Yeah, I'm just going to get out the chainsaw and just fall it where it's just going to go. Fall that one, towards its lean, which has its trickiness. I know that one's lean. Okay, I'll fall it right there. But there's obviously can move the truck, but I can't move the shed, right? But in that case, I'm not going to charge $12,000, but I'm going to charge you $60 an hour to fall it and chop and saw it up, and give them the option if they want to pay a guy $20 an hour to take away the wood. Now, if I have to take the wood away, if they're not going to burn it, well, I'll take the wood for free, but they're going to pay the gas on the truck, plus maybe say $40 an hour to haul it away. That's what I would do. Why? Because it's wear and tear on my truck. $20 an hour, yeah, the labor, $20 is for me, $20 is for when I break a suspension part on the truck hauling it away, right? Or the trailer or whatever you have. So that's how I would charge in my area. Now in the city, everything's $100 an hour. You know what I mean? Why? Because people in the city have money. They have money. I get it. It's gouging in the city, but you're still competitive, whatever. Your credentials, all that stuff comes into play. What about trimming a tree like this? Well, again, like how would you trim it without a basket and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like, do you trim trees like this? You know what I mean? Like, because you'd probably kill it, right? But maybe you get some of the lower branches. A lot of times, like say this was a lakefront, like that branch right there, they're probably going to want you to cut that branch, the next one up. You probably leave the big one. Maybe you take this one. You know what I mean? They're probably just so they can see the lake. I've done that